Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the one and only show where we look at a world full of chaos and see the beautiful, profitable patterns emerging from the noise. I'm Sunny, and folks, the future is building itself whether we're ready or not.
And I'm Cole, here to remind you that a lot of things get built in a frenzy right before a hurricane. It doesn't mean the foundation is sound. Let's inspect the plumbing before we all get washed away.
Never, Cole. The foundation is solid granite. And for proof, you just have to look at how mainstream Bitcoin is becoming. It's so ingrained in the culture that it's now getting the full celebrity treatment. It even has statues.
Oh, you mean the statue of the anonymous ghost that someone just vandalized? Yeah, that's a ringing endorsement. Remind me, what exactly happened in Budapest?
The bronze statue of Satoshi Nakamoto was targeted by protesters. They painted the face with the colors of the Russian flag and put a Guy Fawkes mask on it. Look, I don't love the vandalism, but you have to see the bigger picture. Bitcoin is now a cultural symbol so powerful that it's being used as a platform for political expression. It's graduated from being a niche internet money to a real-world monument that people have opinions about. This is a rite of passage.
A rite of passage? It's a piece of metal that got spray painted. This isn't a sign of mainstream acceptance. It's a sign that we're in the cringy hero worship phase of this cycle. First of all, building a statue for an anonymous person is weird. Second, having it immediately co-opted by protesters with Guy Fawkes masks just reinforces the narrative that crypto is for anarchists, hackers, and political agitators. It doesn't scream stable new financial system, it screams, I'm 14 and this is deep. It's just not a good look.
But the very existence of that statue is the story. It was crowdfunded by the Hungarian crypto community. It's a testament to the power of a decentralized movement bringing a symbol into the physical world. And now that it's there, it's part of the global conversation. It's on the same level as any other public landmark that becomes a site of protest or celebration. It proves Bitcoin has a permanent place in our culture.
It proves that a small group of people have enough money to commission a statue. And now that statue is a magnet for the exact kind of attention that makes regulators nervous. It's associating Bitcoin with a specific kind of anti-establishment, anonymous protest culture that makes it harder for mainstream adoption, not easier. Speaking of a bad look, can we talk about the latest attempt to declare a market top?
Oh, I've been waiting for this one. You're talking about the so-called stripper index, right? The old, tired theory that when adult entertainers start giving you stock tips, the bubble's about to pop.
It's not a tired theory. It's a classic indicator of irrational exuberance when hype has filtered down to every corner of the economy. It's a proxy for when the dumb money has arrived. So, what's the new development? Are we at the top?
Not even close. This is the most bullish story of the week. The theory is officially debunked. A bunch of OnlyFans creators who use crypto came out and said the index doesn't apply to them at all. They're not the dumb money, they're the early money. Many of them got into crypto years ago, not as a get-rich-quick scheme, but as a fundamental tool for their business.
A tool for their business? What, for tax evasion?
No, for financial sovereignty. Think about it. These are industries that are often deplatformed or restricted by traditional banks and payment processors like PayPal. They turn to crypto out of necessity. They use it for cross-border payments, to avoid chargebacks, and to have direct control over their own money without a prejudiced middleman getting in the way. They're not a market top signal. They're a leading indicator of crypto's core use case, providing financial freedom to those locked out of the old system.
Hang on, let me jump in here. I respect the hustle, I really do. If the traditional system fails you, you find another one. But let's not pretend this is good for Bitcoin's image. When you have a headline that directly connects crypto to the adult entertainment industry, it reinforces the exact stereotype that institutional investors and regulators are trying to get away from. It plays right into the narrative that crypto is just for shady, unregulated, gray market activities. It may be a win for them, but it's a hurdle for the broader goal of making Bitcoin a global, trusted reserve asset.
It's a hurdle that proves the whole point of Bitcoin. But I know what you want. You want the trillions, not the theories. So let's talk about the biggest development of all. unlocking Bitcoin itself.
Oh boy, this sounds like you're about to describe a very complicated machine that's destined to explode. What are we unlocking now?
We are unlocking Bitcoin's utility. For years, critics have said Bitcoin is just a pet rock. It just sits there. Well, that's over. A new Bitcoin Layer 2 network called Meso is integrating with the Wormhole cross-chain protocol. This is huge. It means we can finally move Bitcoin's value and security across the entire crypto universe.
Let me translate that from marketing speak. We're taking the most secure asset on the planet, putting it on a brand new, unproven Layer 2, and then using a cross-chain bridge, a piece of technology famous for getting hacked for hundreds of millions of dollars, to move it around. What could possibly go wrong?
You're missing the revolutionary part. They are launching a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin called MUSD. Imagine a stablecoin backed by the most decentralized and trusted collateral in the world. This allows you to take your Bitcoin, which is just sitting in a wallet, and use it across any blockchain for DeFi, for lending, for whatever you want, all without selling it. It unleashes the largest pool of pristine collateral in the world. This is how we get the next $1 trillion of value into DeFi.
And it introduces a dozen new points of failure. This isn't your Bitcoin anymore. It's an IOU for your Bitcoin. An IOU from the Layer 2, an IOU from the bridge, an IOU from the stablecoin contract. If any one of those links in the chain breaks, a smart contract bug, an Oracle failure, a bridge exploit like the one Wormhole suffered, your Bitcoin is gone forever. We are systematically stripping away the core security proposition of Bitcoin in exchange for a slightly better yield on a stablecoin. It's a deal with the devil.
It's the evolution of the ecosystem. You can't keep trillions of dollars locked behind a wall forever. This is how you build a new financial system. But I know, at the end of the day, it all comes back to the king itself. So let's see what the pure, unadulterated charts are telling us. I've got the Bitcoin technicals from TradingView pulled up.
Please, let's see what the tea leaves say. I'm sure you found a way to interpret a flat line as a rocket ship.
It's not a flat line, it's a coiled spring. The overall summary for the one-day chart is a solid buy. But here's the beautiful part. The oscillators, which measure the short-term twitchy momentum, are sitting at neutral. They're calm. But the moving averages, the indicators that show the powerful underlying macro trend, they are flashing a strong buy.
So the real-time momentum is dead in the water, but the indicator that tells you what happened last month looks good? Sonny, that's not a coiled spring. That's a massive bearish divergence. It's a fire alarm. The strong buy on the moving averages is the memory of the rally we just had. The neutral on the oscillators is the reality of today. The buyers are exhausted, the momentum has vanished, and the trend has stalled out at the peak.
No, you are reading it completely wrong. This is the most bullish setup you can ask for. It shows that the long-term trend is undeniably strong and intact. The neutral momentum isn't weakness, it's consolidation. It's the market taking a healthy, necessary pause to build a strong foundation before the next explosive move higher. You have a confirmed strong buy on the macro trend, and the market is giving you a calm, quiet entry point before the next wave of buying comes in. It's a gift.
It's a trap. It's designed to lure in bulls like you who are driving by looking in the rearview mirror at the strong buy trend. But the dashboard in front of you is showing the engine has stalled. That neutral signal is telling you there's no power to push higher. When a powerful trend loses its momentum, it doesn't just pause, it reverses. This isn't a launch pad, it's the top of the roller coaster, right before the big drop.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. I see a world where crypto is a cultural landmark, where it's empowering the disenfranchised, and where the charts are telling us we're just getting started. Stay bullish.
And I see a world where that landmark is being defaced, where crypto's reputation is still its own worst enemy, and where the charts are screaming that the party is over. Don't be the exit liquidity. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.